I didn't even notice that. That is so funny. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a health empath. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. What you gonna do, Benno? What you gonna do, Benny? Make good choices. Make good decisions. Let me make sure I speak balanced so that somebody doesn't say something like, why do you speak on the side of your mouth? And I gotta say something like, why do you care how I speak? Shouldn't you be more concerned with what I say? Today I had a good day. It was a good day. I stepped into the light. the blessings I received, man, today. When I was a little girl, I always dreamed of, like, achieving something big. We were so poor, I just never thought anything like that would ever happen. You know, like, I always would sit there and imagine, because, like, when I think it was my freshman year, it was the last time they perpetuated the organization of the child labor of magazine sales. Get y'all fired up, you know, you get the big prize, always work hard, get a prize. I always work hard, but I never got the prize. I was just always kind of ho-hum. That's cool. It's just not for me. It's just not my time. It's not my time. It's not my time. It's not my time. Time and time again, I just try and do the right thing. I don't always do the right thing. I don't always do right by people, because sometimes the way I see my choices benefit me. Because I used to live my life because I knew what I could do to make people happy, and the people that I would draw into my life were just energetic vampires, and they would just take and take and take and take. I give and give and give. And then so, I don't know, I got imbalanced. And it was all an imbalance for me, in me. Every life decision I ever made, it was all an imbalance in myself. I can't blame anyone else but myself for any decision I ever made. But you know what? Taking a $70,000 pay cut to hang out with my mom, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Because I know a lot of people that their moms are gone, have been for a long time. So I don't just spend my time right now
with just her. I get to have that vibration of mother and daughter that a lot of people
don't get to have still. So it's an honor. I do things in honor of things.
I'm a very
ceremonial person. Not really big on the ritual, so I'm kind of just kind of tripped me out a little bit, but people sent me loot, and I got to share the loot. I got this loot. I got these two. There's three. I put one on Ma. This one is the chakras and a lot of stones of protection. So, which is good. And that's the eye of, yep. Ahmed likes to use that little Eye of God thing. I used to get them on the jewelry. I got some as like little souvenirs when I was in Crete for Operation Iraqi bullshit. Anyway, so that is rad. So I definitely feel divinely protected today. And then I was like, I did a talk a few days ago with all this about this FBI paper. It was like a collective school project from FBI, all their data and information heads together for satanic cult rituals. It's this whole document that was written back in 1993. And so I'd taken screen grabs, you know, and yesterday I couldn't shake this feeling, you know, and then today I go all day and I'm going through because I got to clear out stuff on my phone, and I saw that I still had, I'm like, why do I still have this stuff in here? Delete, get out of my phone! In the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke you, Satan. That is a common, I'm going to be a weird kid OCD with that little term lately. Because the spiritual, I think I'll wrap up with that. The spiritual freaking war is afoot. Thing within each and in of ourselves. I got this today, and this is the same freaking kit that I just got me and Mom. Which is cool, because I have backup everything. I have backup everything. That's just how I roll. I'm a survivalist. And a honey wax. Oh my god. I'm like, Mom, smell it! And I made the dumb mistake of letting Vinny smell it, so now I got a honey wax candle. Benno, make good choices with little Vinny marks in it, because dude, he's like, hey! That's it, you're going inside. Come on. Andale, vámonos. Good dog, I love you. Come on. Get away. I gotta turn it down a little bit. I get my Sarge Marge voice. You know, it ain't that deep. Just stay over here, buddy. Stay over here. And then more nail polish. That was rad. Because I've been painting Mom's nails. I'm going to start doing before and after and post them. She's like, Margie. She's always saying, Margie, we should write a cookbook. Margie, we should do this. I'm like, I'm going to have adventures with Little Mom on Instagram and whatnot. And when I get 1,000 viewers, then I can take it. I can't. You got to have 1,000 viewers to be able to do it on your mobile device. So, a little while longer. I got to be patient. So got to meditate about 58 minutes today, so that was good. You know, got back into my regular routine. I didn't go to the store, but I did go do laundry today. So, you know, energetic, sensitive, man, it's no joke. And don't let people put words on you. Don't let ever put people define you. Because the control freaks like to call it like schizophrenia, and I'm trying to change that whole freaking narrative. Vinny, scram on it. On delay. Vámonos, amigo. Where's the cat? Oh, he got the sun and chair? Is it so too much? You need to go inside? Alright, come on, let's go. Come on. My jingly jewel. Come on. Ooh, I'm missing photo ops. I got some really cool pictures of some spider webs today too. I put that one up on InstaSnap today. Get my Bluetooth technology. There were, I guess, what was it? Global. What was it earlier? What is? At 11, I got a notification for geomagnetic storms in progress, minor technologies and health alerts. See, this is how I interpret it, and this is how I was explaining it to Mom. I was like, Mom, there's earth, air, wind, fire. People like me don't got earth in our charts. And the way I look at it is, when we're in these heavy earth energies, that's why I got this for a couple reasons. For I'm willing to keep my ass grounded on this earth plane because I'm air, water, the little dabble of fire. So I'm steaming. Got a lot of that. I flash and then I fizzle out, you know. And my fizzle's getting bigger. So, I don't know, I just don't have it. I've been hurt my whole life. People are like, you get older, you just don't have the energy you used to. Better enjoy the energy while you got it, kids. Better get it while you have it. I don't know, maybe it'll come back. But with all this, what do you call it? Earth energy, this Virgo energy, it's really hard for me, and I'm really airy, and I get confused easy. It's because of all the energy that is flowing around in my birth chart, you know. It's just playing me like an energetic stream, you know. And it's doing it to a lot of people. And a lot of people don't, you know, I'm very, it's like their sun sign, but more than now. It's a great awakening, man. Everybody's waking up. Where we go, when we go, all. We're all connected. You know, everybody's waking up that they want to live on an earth that is for everyone, not just for people that can pay to participate. Yeah, we shouldn't have to live on this earth and be indebted from our first breath. You know. Now it's like people got so out of hand,
and their policies and
their codes and their organizations and their post-its and their runs to staples and office supplies that they forgot to give a shit about the people. And now everybody's going to be in some kind of disarray, because the whole world is imploding. I'll be right back.
Thank you for bearing with me.
I went in to do one thing.
A purpose of one thing, and then the DVR, the Netflix just stopped. Are you still watching? Yeah, don't even ask. Whoever came up with that feature, I won't flick you, but you don't get to touch people out of anger or love without consent. So, this is how it's been all day. This is how it's been all day. But I live for them, man. So what do I get? You know, what do I do? Excuse me. I was talking about never being exceptional at anything, in the magazine sales when I was a freshman. You know, I always had plans. You know, and then I didn't even start out, but then it was just like it would never match up how I wanted it to be in my head. So I just, you know, I'd be like, I don't want to try. You know, I ain't gonna win. So I ain't gonna play. And so I quit playing for years and years, and then I had to get back in the game because I knew from the time I was 15 years old that I was going to be mom's caregiver. I just didn't know it was going to happen at 44. I thought it was going to happen when I was like, you know, later. So life in the last 4 years has really flipped everybody in a turn. Everybody's hourglass is turned over. Everybody's poles have flipped. You know, they say that so-and-so's bipolar. Dude, it ain't the Earth's poles that are flipping. It's freaking people and their individual, their polarity and polarization within themselves, and the fact that they are dark human beings and they don't freaking act like it. And they hurt people and they eat people and they do kids and they save 39 today. They save 39. Where are all those news stories? They have been purging resources to pay themselves, and all they do is just get bigger and bigger and bigger and out of shape, and they are the resource suck. But thank you for saving the 39, and we'll deal with that other stuff later. There's more to come. I'm never satisfied. I just always dream big and go big. I'm like, why isn't it 139 or 139,000 or 1.3 million? So, you know, there's a lot more kids that are freaking in cages and tunnels, and God bless the people for doing the work and talking about the ugly, hard shit that we don't like talking about. You think I like doing videos about this stuff? I want people to be aware that it exists because people have denied our existence since I was a baby. and other people that this shit. There's stuff that is way worse. People have been through way worse than I have. And you know what? You've seen it on TV. You've seen it. You've seen it acted out, and people go for a thrill. But they don't realize a lot of that stuff. When people know what snuff films are, I remember I was exposed to my first one about 14, 15. It traumatized me. I thought about it. That's all I could play. The tape, all I could think about for a few days. About what strapping a dude in a dentist's teeth, pulling out all of his teeth, and basically you know. It was just, I don't even think it was a dude. I think it was I don't know. And then there was the egg beater part. And then I knew that was real. And I went and I about threw up. And then I didn't really hang out with the people much after that. I just veered away. I stayed away. I ignored. I denied. And that's what they rely on. They're just like, okay, you're not into it. Okay, then we won't show it to you. But then they show it to other people, and then they find their crowds, and that's how their crowds grow. And the thing of it is they're the little grandmas. They're all the people you never thought that they would be. It's all those people. All the gross is coming out. It's disgusting. This is coming out. You got everybody's. It's all about the kids, man. It should have been about. It should have always been about the kids, but the rich gotta get richer, you know. And when money is that significant to you, you don't have a soul. You don't have a spirit. So this is a spiritual war. So people have to decide if money and profits. I saw that Bezos. I haven't had an Amazon account dealt with anything Amazon in freaking 2-3 years. I won't. I'll find a product there, and then I'll go to the website and buy direct. Fuck them. Fuck that little bald, little fucking creepy little lizard man. Dude's only like 5'7", 5'8". I'm a little creepy man. My mommy didn't. He had a rough childhood, but just because you do, you know, with that much money, with those many, the cracks of society shouldn't be as wide as they are, unless, of course, that was made by design. More and more people are figuring it out. What else was I was going to talk about? I got this is the last thing that I got in my care package. How long have I been talking? Everybody's doing this oath. Luna wants out. He said, don't forget about the baby. Everybody's out. Alright, so I got this today. And I have this in one of my totes. It's the one I found with all my pictures of my time in Grace. I have hundreds of pictures. I just have been collecting data my whole life. So so now I don't gotta look for it, and it's laminated because I spill things, so that's rad. I like laminated stuff. So I got this today. Play with the light, that's the sun. Actual sun. Ooh, setting a positive intention, and love bombs. If you're so, I don't know. People are doing just as long as people are lining, I guess, with what they believe in, you know. And then just sort it out if it's for you or not, because people are dabbling in the dark right now, and they're just figuring out it ain't for them. Because, well, frankly, that no vibrational shit ain't gonna. It don't survive on the higher vibrational frequencies. No, girl. No, girl. It don't survive. Love is up here. Vibrates up here, and people might, don't ever get to love because they can't ever get past fear. So, but people are stepping out, they're being brave, and they're stepping into themselves to help find other people, help them find their light. All right. Good girl. You're just a good girl. I just gotta allow for stuff and not get mad. This is what it's all about right now. It's just like, cause these stuff this is post-traumatic stress and CP. It's all, I got all the letters. I was thinking about that today. I was like, hell, different organizations that have been popular that I haven't aligned with ever, and these are all the stuff that's crumbling down right now. Like, I hated that rainbow flag thing. That's why I made my t-shirt. Because I was the first time I saw about that was the rainbow flag. Because I always knew I was a little gay wad. From the time I was like 2 years old, 3 years old, my body knew the trauma. I knew what men were. Wasn't into it. You know, I'd probably be straight if it was a woman that did the things that was done to me when I was a baby. But anyway, it's just my path. Oh, wow. Anyway. So, I was thinking about that today, and I never was in alignment with that, like, rainbow flag thing. That's why I came up with my Straight People Like Rainbows 2 t-shirt. So anyway, back to this, the Warrior's Prayer. I am what I am. That's why I got it for Robin Williams. I am what I am, Popeye. I am what I am. You know, and that's why I had this, and I've had this for years and years. It comes in and out. I am what I am, and having the beauty within me, I develop trust. In softness, I have strength. In silence, I walk with the gods. In peace, I understand myself and the world. In conflict, I walk away. In detachment, I am free. In respecting all living things, I respect myself. In dedication, I honor the courage within me. In eternity, I have compassion for the nature of all things. In love, I unconditionally accept the evolution of others. In freedom, I have power. In my individuality, I express the God force within me. In service, I give what I have become. I am what I am, eternal, immortal, universal, and infinite. So be it. Wait a minute. I don't know about that last. That's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I appreciate that. That would explain a lot of things. Fragine. That would explain a lot of things. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, blessings. You know what's cool is I said, you know what, Mom? Everybody that's helping me and you, Mom, everybody that's helping us get to where where we need to be, where we're supposed to be. I'm gonna do a Heyoka World Tour, and I'm gonna freaking give every single one of them a big old hug. Every single one. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's not easy for me to. I've just always done everything myself, and I put myself in a box. Because I'll just do it myself, because I ask people and they say no, or I ask people and they can't, they can't. So I stopped asking for many years, and I became very independent and self-reliant, and I excelled in the Air Force and at college, and I was just this little dumb girl that got satisfactory grades and the speech impediment, and I ended up playing war games in the Mediterranean, and now I got to talk about all the stuff that I saw, because it's coming out now, all the fraud, all the waste, all the abuse, all the, how, it's like the whole world has become that room in toys where they're testing rubber, poop, and vomit for authenticity. And the room gets smaller because they keep taking it to make war. That's what that movie was about, is to get people to look at the industrial military complex and stuff like that. They've always been trying to do it. The good guys have always been trying to show people, and the bad guys have just been living right in our face, just touting it. Just, we're going to take your children and eat them. And we're going to do it on all these days. And you're going to help us celebrate it, because it'll be on weekends, like, it'll always be like the first Friday of the first weekend in February and stuff like that. It always, because it's pockets of energy, and all these energy vampires have been, like, injecting into society fear, or like high points like sports, and now the whole world is getting Control Alt deleted and getting a baseline. So everybody's clocks are lining up, everybody's syncing up, and then they're deciding, okay, I'm a spirit and I'm having this human experience and I'm gonna die, and there's a power that I'm gonna have to answer to for my behavior. I probably shouldn't be acting this way much. And that's what people are waking up to, and they're figuring it out. Ooh, and it's really cool. I had to make sure the cat was still there. So, see, I already wrinkled it. I'm freaking hard on things. I don't mean to be. It's like the easier I try to take care of things. Yeah, I wore my other bracelet. This is like my Wonder Woman bracelet. This was from a woman I used to know. Because I'm a mechanic, so I like all the maintenance-y stuff. So I like the noise it makes too. It's like spurs, jingle, jingle, jingle. The origin story continues. All I need is some feathers and stuff, and my Heyoka. I have a bandana I have bandanas that Benny tears, likes to chew on, that hang down. I'm like, ooh, I should get some beads. Put some beads on there. Heyoka origin story, man. So, I am in gratitude today. I am keeping the fear at bay, and I feel so much better. People really need to be careful about what's in your pictures and on your screenshots. Be careful about what you're keeping on your phone, because every temp, every little snap you got has a vibration to it, and if you have more dark shit in your shit, you're gonna add that density to your energy field. And then you're going to take that darkness out in the world, and then you're going to want to get people. You're going to want to get them somehow. I know the energies are really hard, the energies are really tough, but they never stay the same. They never, ever stay the same. So, I just have been doing this all day. Get it out of me. Just get all of it. Yeah. If I start feeling like I start getting worried, just nope, not gonna be worried about that. No, ain't gonna worry about that. No, ain't gonna worry about that. And because I have the people that are coming into my life that I'm in alignment with, that I've been working diligent. I've been trying hard to find you all. I've been trying hard to find you all. I've been doing these talks for almost 4 years. First few months, it was just me, like, going through a really hard time. But that's the thing, is like, I have to record me going through a hard time, so when other people go through a hard time, I'm these aspects, in that if other people look back in history, we were probably, if you like my videos, you were probably going through kind of hard times, probably with the same kind of heart space, family stuff, big on family stuff. I don't have, it's just me and mom and brother, but that's just hard. I just don't know how to have relationships with people, because I just say things, and so many people don't like the things that I say. And it's earnestly not even intentional. I mean, I don't try to cause harm to nobody. I defend myself sometimes, and I get curt and snide, and I'm a freaking smartass and stuff like that, and I'll cuss you out. But You know, I also know that there's karma related to that, and that I'm probably gonna freaking twist my ankle later on for that, you know? And that's what I get. I understand why people don't want to know me. I understand. I know everything I've done. I understand how people, you know, once trust is broken, it's broken for some, for other. Unfortunately, for people like me, God, we just forgive and we forgive and we forgive, and then sometimes you just look for that same grace in other people and they just don't have it within themselves. And it's not me necessarily. So I just look for different. I just started talking to myself on YouTube, and I was like, well, if I can't find other people like me, then maybe they can find me. So, you know, just in the nick of time, they're starting to find me, because every little bit helps, man. Every connection I make, it's all heart space connection. And more people that start thinking like me, I've been saying this for years. More people that start thinking like, everybody thinks like me. I think everybody in some capacity thinks like me. But the more people start seeing it, it's like the congruence is going to spread. And it's going to be the opposite of the never-ending story when it just all gets put back to, well, never, but it's going to grow back. But it's going to go back to grassroots, the earthy ways, you know, with modern technology. I love it. It's going to be like Black Panther shit, you know. You know? Things are changing, man. It's all about the kids. And we're all kids. We're all children. Every single one of us. My mom, I got the coolest video today. I was doing something and I was laughing. She just starts giggling. She's like, you just get these. I got a little clip of it because we had a nice conversation, because these are the moments that I liked. I won't ever show those, but those are for like, let me, you know, if I ever see my brother, I'll show these things to him, that this is stuff that he's missing out on, and he's hurting himself too, man. Cause she's a neat ass freaking lady, man. And that's the thing is he's like, he decided a long time ago he didn't like our parents, so he wasn't gonna help me, and that's okay. I respect that. I hated him for years, but that was just ate me. And I didn't want to have to, you know, and stress wears out in people. Stress freaking manifests in people, makes your teeth rot, your gums recede, and stress, you know, like people like age, like stress is no bueno. They used to have briefings in the Air Force on what to do to de-stress after, you know, the Marines didn't get anything like that when they got back from clearing the area from Operation Iraqi bullshit. They didn't have anybody to counsel them, but, you know, they sure let you know what you might see, what you might be a part of, so it's just all chess. It's all trading places. 2020 and the kings and queens are literally falling. I love seeing the protests outside of Buckingham Palace, and I love the freaking Ginny's Tarots and the Jesses and all the people that are like making all the. Jess is putting parts of my story together. Like, I'm like, what if? Maybe, but the fact of it is we're never gonna know 100%. But the thing of it is, the truth always, you know when it's a lie. You might not know what the truth is, but you know when something's a lie, and that's what people are dialing into. It's like, I don't know what the truth is, but you ain't it. I know what the truth is, and you ain't it. People are gonna start declaring this everywhere. They started marching from Portland. They finally figured out that the capital wasn't in Portland, so all the damage they're doing in Portland is just crazy. So they marched down to Salem, a group of people, and people are mad and they don't know how to soothe themselves and control themselves emotionally, so there's going to be a lot of popping off, and a lot of people have their arms and they don't have a lot of trigger safety or discipline. Their trigger discipline is quite frankly crap, and where everybody gets scared, you know, and they don't know how to do one thing at a time. And luckily us trauma kids, that's what I call it's trauma kids. I'm a trauma kid. I can't, you know, what I found is that, when trauma happens, and the younger it happens, the more practice you have at it, because I think everybody has traumatic events. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if people have them at all. They're starting to now, albeit. So your spirit comes out because your spirits are so high, very vibrational, that oftentimes it can't handle the gross, seedy, nasty shit that human beings do to chase sensations and all that nasty cult stuff that people are figuring out about. It's always been, but, the powers that be have just said, no, that doesn't exist just because, they're doing it. People are figuring it out. But, my train of thought just derailed. So the creepy pins are coming out. Sinner's prayer, lady. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm about at my done mark. Woo! I'll look in the talkie room. I believe it. That just cracks me up. I hope you all are good today. There's an echo. You know what it was? I figured it out, Ahmad, when I was playing around with stuff when I ran in the first time. It was because I thought a Bluetooth was connected. It was my headphones was connected to the Bluetooth because I was doing meditation and I didn't. So that was my fault. I know, and see, and that's the thing is like I'm like when I walk away, I don't. That's why it's hard to do lives at certain times of the evening because the dogs are all fired up. So if you got senior citizens and your pets are extra squirrely, just let them outside extra. Just let them. If they poop, freaking, so what? Clean their teeth. Wash it just because it soothes them. That's what they do to ground. If they dig in the hole, if they're digging holes, Ahmad, you taught me that. They're grounding. They're trying to get rid of all the energy. I got so much post-traumatic stress. I got 4 freaking stress dogs. I almost chased a guy down in a truck today because his dog had service on it, and I really need to know how to get service labels for my dog because I asked my veterinarian. I asked the rescue that all 4 of my dogs came from, the Basset Beagle Rescue in the Heartland. They're a wonderful organization. Check out their Facebook. They do great things. Because just like you save the kids, you gotta save the dog. You gotta save everybody. Just this nasty culprit-y stuff. And then I reached out to what was the VA, because it even says on the website if you need a service dog, start the process. And all I get from her is I can't write you. It's just bullshit. The VA is just the biggest freaking resource hog. Just close the VAs and let us go to any doctor. The Patriot Act, and just be done with the whole VA system because nobody wants to be there, nobody cares, and it's a bunch of, I don't even have a doctor, I have a freaking PA that went to school in fucking Des Moines. Who chooses to go to school on purpose in Des Moines? I've been to Des Moines. Des Moines it's a nice place to get gas when you're passing through, and I know a lot of wonderful people that have come from Des Moines. Des Moines. I'm from Reading. We all got our own rap. It's fucking Des Moines, Us veterans deserve better than that shit. Rant over. Hi, Roman. That's a nice name. I try to contain it and then it just pop off. That's why I ground and meditate and freaking eat my can of cookies. You live right between the Bohemian Club and the Fancy Pants. I've had some good times in San Francisco. I would love to share with you. I've said San Francisco. I mean, that's my. This is from a moon that I got. You can't see my screensaver, but it's from a shot I got from it was a blue moon. Oh, I love Don't Drink the Kool-Aid. Oh, I love him. Oh my God, I'm gonna freaking hold that kid so tight. And he's gonna get so many cookies. I'm gonna teach him how to make cookies. I love him. I just love him. Thank you. That means a lot to me. And I like your School for the Dada. I really like your name. welcome to my tube. Welcome everyone that is still here. I'm gonna wrap it up soon. Yeah, I like rattles. I've liked rattles ever since. I'm a Hailcom native, but I didn't even find out until like 2 years ago. It's pretty cool. I'm thinking about doing a DNA test, but then I'm like, then they'll have my DNA. But then I'm like, well, maybe I'll get some sort of advantage because they'll know who the fuck I am. Just kidding. I make fun of people. You got to be careful actually about people that say, don't you know who I am? And like really mean it. And I know that many a truth is said in jest. I don't want to come off like that. I'm some, yeah, no. I used to get by in my life because I was a little toughian, and all that did is make me shorter. I used to be 5'3" and 3/4, and now I'm 5'2". Yeah, I'm so excited. I love it. Yeah, I'm a hermit. Me and Mom are hermits. Total hermits. We're trying to get a little place in the mountains. Someplace in Northern California. I know it's all burning down right now, but it'll yeah, I love it. This is a wonderful gift. Mom has one too, and then we're gonna swap them out. We're gonna change. We're gonna swap them out. Feels good too. Yeah, you know what? Someone that watches my videos, they broke a toe recently. I've almost like severely hurt myself recently. Like it's on like if I didn't wasn't walking around like this, I probably would have gone. I go where we go, when we go all. We're all connected. God hit me with 77. Oh yeah, you're in the Bay Area. How long have you lived there? Yep, everybody's in Indigo at 1945. That was 5 years before Mom was born. Wow, so see, you did the thing. You know what I saw? I went down a little ant hole the other day about Vietnam and about how, it's like whatever, word we have, we always end up selling them shit, And it's just like, it's all a business and everybody, I'm like, how do people not see it? Even all the way down to 4th of July, it's, ooh, go team. It's like, we're the bullies, man. And then you break our kids to do it. It's just all that patriarchal stuff is dying. It's so beautiful. People get to be them. Michigan, Boston. I haven't been to the East Coast. I want to check out the East Coast on my Heyoka tour. So, anyway, I listened to a good talk earlier. I'm gonna go listen to Astrology Hub. I like when uh, I can't believe I can't. Rick Levine. Like, why am I freaking fading on his freaking name, man? Rick Levine and Laura Poole Walsh. I like when they freaking get together and she tries to get him to do like definitive answers and he's like Aries. He's like, you ain't tying me down to no one kind of freaking answer, and leaves it like wide open, total open ended answers, and lets people decide for themselves because not everybody is having the same experience. I mean, I'm struggling right now in some kind of way. And a lot of people are struggling in some kind of way, but it's different. But there's a lot of people that are living the best versions of their lives right now. There's a lot of people that are acting like they're living in the best versions of their lives, but they know they're fucked. And they just acting like everything is okay, and they are just so scared. I don't know how many people have ever actually seen a person or an animal in extreme trauma. That's what I was talking about earlier, is that your spirit comes out of your vessel, and then sometimes when it comes back in, you don't get all the aspects of yourself back. Sometimes those childlike innocence and stuff, those are gone forever. And then people begin to live in the darkness. And people are going to find that they've been living in the darkness and they're coming to light. So there's just a lot of shift going on right now, and people don't really know what they're doing. They're just waking up. So everybody's like, ugh, what the you know, the gut, what? You know, because the media is trying to, yeah, they think the whole world is being run by elite pedophile satanists. Ha ha ha. It's like, fuck ours, it is. And that's what they've done this whole time, is just ha ha ha. But the thing of it is, old boy at top, DT, has known about this because he's rubbed shoulders with them since, you know, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. So he knows who they are. And energy just only grows from the heart space in which, you know, in which it comes from. So that's why when, hopefully, you know, if I keep mom happy, you know, she won't be a little cantankerous, little angry woman. My grandma died very unhappy. She did not have a positive ending because she caused a lot of turmoil, and karma is very real. And when people get to the, you know, if you get to live a older age, then you start seeing the things that you've done, and then the universe starts showing it to you. And then, I mean, she did not. I don't know how peaceful. Well, she's probably resting in peace now, maybe, but it wasn't so peaceful on her way out, and she was alone. Christmas Eve. I always thought it was Christmas, but I found her obituary, and I was really, it was Christmas Eve. That's when she took her last breath and reincarnated out into the solar system. That's why, like, it's so weird. She was a real estate agent for 40 years. E.W. Hessick, real estate and associates, you know. So I know a lot about real estate. So I had to spend my summers hanging out at her office trying to stay out of trouble, which wasn't always easy for me to do. So anyway, so it's like, you know, it's like they don't want to help you anymore. The whole world has changed, and it came out of its heart space because it's everybody's living from ego, and they're recalibrating. I like to hope and believe that people are gonna make the right choice and come back to the light. That's about all I got for now. I hope you have a right evening. Peace.